Welcome back. Happy New Year, y'all. It's 2022. That means there's no time for faking. You are now tuned in to the Godcast.
Oh my god.
Before the intro song plays, I want to say shout out to DJ K Slay. Glad you're doing better battling COVID. And he has a message for the public. New York, New York, New York, stand up, New York, stand up. Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, Manhattan, Jersey. Cali, 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 Cali. Oh, yeah! Pay close attention to this third verse. Pay close attention to this third verse. Shout out Mr. Fad. Oh, yeah! The next verse is for the 90s heads. Go. 90s, stand up. Woo. Shout out to the legend, Grand Puba. Right. On the original Swag Dogs. Whee! Great. Shout out to Tragedy Gaddafi. Oh, yeah! Once again, shout out to DJ K Slay, the Drama King, recovering from COVID. Shout out to J Twin, recovering from COVID. Shout out to anybody we lost from COVID. Shout out to anybody going through COVID. Shout out to anybody who had COVID and recovered. And shout out to the Bronx. Let's go. Hey, Flock, hold your head. This for the 21 and under, 21 and under. All the dwellers, all the steppers.
Those fucking killers. Hey, yo, F, turn me up a little bit. Yeah. Nice and good.
Cut it, brother F. Cut it, brother F. Get too excited, I might just start pulling my guns out and shit.
Hey, yo.
Welcome, world. Welcome, world. Episode 93 of the Great American Hip Hop Debate Podcast. Welcome back. Happy New Year. I am the brother Burns. As always, to the left of me, I got the brother VS.
VS to the OP, a.k.a. Podney Dangerfield, a.k.a. Barry Blanco, a.k.a. the Albino Latino in the building, baby. We here. 2022, episode 4, greatest podcast in the world.
Season 4.
Did I say episode 4?
Yeah, episode 4. We're on episode 93.
94, yeah. Season 4, greatest podcast in the world.
What'd you say? The albino Latino?
Yeah.
Yo, the only phobia I have in the world that
is albinos?
genuinely scares me
Albinos?
is deep waters and albinos.
For real? Albinos?
Shout out to all the albinos. Y'all freaky looking, man. But shout out to y'all. As always, checking in internationally, straight returning back from the motherland, the brother man, never the other man, Big Bloodshot.
Let's go. We back at it, feeling good, baby. Live in effect. Yo, shout out to Drama King, man. Glad to hear you doing better. That's fucked up about albinos, my brother. That's fucked up. A matter of fact, I seen an albino little kid yesterday at a birthday party. And, they normal just like all of us. Just, they got the discoloration going on.
Oh, yeah.
But,
I'm not judging them. It's physically based on appearance. The lack of melanin scares me. It seems unnatural to me. And I don't mean to be judgy or... Would that be racist? No, right? That'd be like colorist.
That's racist.
Yeah.
It's
not a race.
Yeah, y'all all good people. And we all humans. We're not...
What do you think of that model, though, Winnie Harlow?
The one that has
vitiligo. She has vitiligo.
Yeah, I mean,
the same shit I got. I got vitiligo.
She's cool. She's pretty.
She's gorgeous. Yeah, absolutely.
I wonder if she didn't have vitiligo, would she be popping?
Yeah,
or
that's
would
a
she
fact.
just be another normal girl?
Mm.
I don't know. But I think she was dating Kyle Kuzma,
Oh, okay.
if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So shout out to her. Shout out to Kyle Kuzma.
Okay.
He's been putting up big numbers the past 10 games. Shout out to that.
You know that you ever heard the story about why he was on the Lakers so long?
Because he was supposedly smashing Bus.
Yeah, Jeannie Buss.
Jeannie Buss.
Yo, that's crazy. You're smashing the owner.
The billionaire.
You seen that
owner.
You seen that extra large sweater he was rocking?
The pink one, right?
That looked like a rug.
Yo,
That
that
looked
boy
like a
rocking.
Fugi Kuji or something.
Yo, he looked
trash.
stupid as fuck with that shit on.
Yeah, he's a pretty goofy dude. I show him love because he was on the Lakers, but other than that, he's had a few instances where he's been like goofball
Yeah.
style.
Yeah. For sure.
But still, shout out to him. He reminds me a lot of me on the court. You know what I mean? Long, poised,
Goofy type?
lanky, defensive specialist, dunking
Corner.
machine.
About to get traded. About to get
Bagging the
traded
bad
to another
bitches, obviously bagging the bad bitches.
podcast. No doubt. Fugi name.
Fugi name.
Fugi.
Fugi sweaters.
I would wear that pink sweater too, just in a normal size.
Yeah. That's what made it so like, whoa, what are you doing, fam? He's talking about it's cold outside. Like, bruh.
You could have been fine without the long ass sleeves, with the double long sleeves.
Word. And it is cold outside. For those of y'all that are located in the Northeast, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, tri-state area, Philly, whatever it is.
It's break out here.
It's fucking break, y'all.
It's really breaks out
It
here.
was like 8 degrees yesterday. And I went outside to smoke in my chocolates and my toes was freezing. And I don't like it. I don't like
Blame on
it.
you.
I don't like it. Anyway, it's January. It's supposed to be cold.
Facts.
We entered a new year, 2022. Congrats to that. Shout out to that. Happy New Year to y'all, brothers.
Shouts to all. Shouts to all.
Happy New Year's, kiddo.
Yeah, Happy New Year to the breath babies. Happy New Year to the moms and dads. Anybody who's no longer here with us.
Yeah, that's why I said
As
shouts to
K
all.
Slay said in the intro, 2021 was a year of the weirdo. I cannot disagree with that. So hopefully 2022 we can bring it back to a little more not
Realness.
weirdo.
Nah, like he said though,
Real
if you
and
see one of these weird motherfuckers, show him some of that friendly, what do
that
you
friendly
say?
disrespect.
That friendly disrespect.
Absolutely.
I always do.
We have a few announcements to make that we were holding off on announcing until they were official. Now they are official, so I would like to make the announcement and congratulate y'all brothers and myself and our partners. First of all, our partners at the Weapon Network. The Great American Hip Hop Debate podcast is now streaming on the Weapon Network on Roku. So make sure you go shout out to the Weapon Network. Go follow them. That's at WEHPA on Instagram. If you have Roku, make sure you go to Roku, search for the Weapon Network, go stream the Godcast. If you don't have Roku, go out and get a Roku. Send us your receipts. VS is going to reimburse everybody.
Facts.
And stream all that shit.
Right out of petty cash.
Petty cash. I'll call my accountant.
I want to see the account, fam. The accounting. Don't send me no bullshit ass word spreadsheet.
I'll write it on a napkin.
Words. This is what you're owed, and this is how much we made, and go fuck yourself.
Get the fuck out of here. No, but shout out to that, man. Shout out to the brother Victor. Shout out to the sis Ev.
That's right.
That's
Shout
our
out to the
people
whole-
up in
The
Canada.
whole camp.
Yeah, shout
Word
out
up.
to everybody over there. Shout out to everybody else creating content for the Weapon Network on Roku. Shout out to the Weapon Network themselves. They're doing a bunch of different stuff. Live events in Canada.
Right.
Some shows they're putting together. Live shows, and of course, recorded content for the network. So shout out to that. That's a pretty dope thing. Latin inspired.
That's right, man.
Network, Latin focused.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously something we support, being
Latinos ourselves.
Latinos.
And
So
albinos.
shout out to that. On the same note, Brother Vic and Sis Ev are also the founders and creators of the Raised by Latino clothing line.
Shouts to RBL.
Yep, shout out to
Word
RBL.
up.
Make sure you follow RBL. Make sure you go to raisedbylatinos.com and make a purchase. We partnered up on them. We partnered up with them. We collaborated on an exclusive shirt. We Are Hip Hop shirt dedicated to the Latinos in hip hop, the originators, the creators, the legends, the upcoming legends, people that are
Pioneers.
doing it now.
Yep.
People that did it from the get-go, people that were there when it was created.
The inception, the beginning.
So shout out to that. Shout out to them, for all of their accomplishments and everything that they put into this culture.
That's what it is. It's a shirt to celebrate them.
Absolutely. Shout out to RBL for giving us the opportunity.
Absolutely, bro. Big
and
shouts.
for, working with us on the designs and the distribution.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to us for, making shit happen, because that's pretty dope.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout
little
out to
by
us for
little
being
more
dope.
accomplishments. Yeah, definitely shout out to that.
Looking
And,
forward to many more partnerships with them, man.
Yeah. Definitely more collaborations, possibly more content on the Weapon Network. But definitely go check them out. Go follow them. Go check the website.
Go buy some shit.
Besides our shirt, they got dope shirts.
Yeah,
they got
yeah,
dope hats, dope hoodies, dope sweaters for men and women.
They got
and
a lot
children,
of dope
I
shit.
believe.
Yeah, they got a lot of dope shit.
Based out of Canada, so shout out to all our people up in Canada. My bro Drake, my twinsies.
Yo,
Oh, man.
shout out to The Weeknd. We just dropped his new album.
Shout to Belly.
Yes. Y'all want to talk about that album real quick? Because it's not that good.
It's kind of like a ripoff of Lonely Pump.
Yes, I had the same thoughts.
Yeah,
But I feel Tory did it better,
That's why I said a ripoff.
in my opinion.
It's not good.
And I don't know, man. No diss to Weeknd. So there are a couple joints out there I like, but I miss that old Weeknd, bro. I don't know if he's not doing drugs anymore, or
Yeah,
not
he's-
doing enough drugs, or the right drugs. But the first 3 albums, the original
Yeah.
trilogy,
The trilogy were.
there was a lot of drugs flowing, and the music was very different, dark, emotional, brooding,
Still
gloomy,
just better.
and just better,
Yeah.
just a lot better. But still, he's doing his thing. Shout out to him.
For sure.
Yeah, he got a lot of commercial success.
A wise man once said, "You want to hear my old shit? Go buy my old album."
Yeah.
So,
Facts.
Right.
shout out to that. Shout out and happy birthday to Aaliyah. Today's her birthday. She actually has a new album dropping. I'm very intrigued to hear it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like it or not. Timbaland and Missy are reportedly not involved,
Ooh. That's tough.
which I find to be surprising and unnerving. But
Yeah.
still, still look forward to hearing it. Still want to see what they were able to do. Matter of fact, her first single features The Weeknd, and it wasn't great. But there's still hope. So
Man.
rest in peace as always. Love always to Aaliyah, and happy birthday to her. Once again, shout out to the Weapon Network. Shout out to RBL. Shout out to the Godcast.
And shout out to one of my favorite artists of all time, Miss Sade Adu. Today's her birthday as well.
Oh yes, shout out to Sade.
Love her. She's so fucking fire.
She don't age, bro.
She's amazing. She's a vampire, and I love it.
Don't age.
She's amazing.
Still beautiful,
Yep.
still vocally beautiful.
Mhm.
Classic artist, classic catalog.
Absolutely.
Ageless.
Shout out. What'd you say?
Ageless, like, she's
Oh, ageless. I thought you said atheist.
no, not at all. No,
Oh,
she
that
still
guy.
looks young as hell and beautiful as ever. And shout out to the clothing line Classic Material out of Brooklyn. They just had a drop with Sade on it. I guess for her birthday, right on time. So pretty dope shit.
Dope. Shout out to my man in the studio next to us playing the horn. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's giving me a super jazzy vibe. So rock on, my friend.
It's like I said earlier before we got on the mics and shit. It reminds me of Spike Lee movies.
Word.
That's what it sounds like.
And I'm like Radio Raheem anyway, so it fits. What? Before we continue to do or Ray Allen and He Got Game. Either one. Before we continue to do shout outs.
As black as your father? Because he looks just like him.
Shout out to the brother F, Straight Fuego Studios. Damn thing.
Right.
If you need a studio to record your music, to record your videos, to record your podcast, although if another podcast recorded here, I might feel a little weird because I'm jealous like that. But to record your videos, to practice your stage show, practice your dance moves, whatever the case may be, brother F will soon be offering video editing as well. So make sure you're following him at EFNR711. Come to the lab, dope vibes. Everybody that comes here likes it. If you want to get creative, get your creative juices flowing.
This is where it's at.
This is definitely the spot. Shout out to the brother
My
VS.
niggas.
Make sure you're following him at @the_real_VSOP on Twitter. That's a Twitter exclusive. Shout out to the brother Bloodshot. Make sure you're following him at @deadass_worldwide. Make sure you're following at GAHHD_podcast, at Last Breath Entertainment, at MDMA Lifestyle Brand, and at Homie_Joseph.
Excellent.
For all the flyest shit on the market.
Other flight shit.
Shout out to this young brother I met recently, based out of Jersey City. His name is Vic. He does sneaker renovations. He's restoring a pair of sneakers for me right now, which is funny because we were DMing back and forth, and he told me he was having a little bit of trouble unyellowing the soles.
What, your 25 anniversary joints?
No, low top baby blue 11s.
Oh, the black joints.
So no, they're white.
Okay. Oh, I know which ones you're talking about. Yeah.
So he's telling me like, yo, I'm having a little trouble unyellowing them, and I reply to him, and I'm like, yeah, they're probably 10 years old. I understand it. He hits me back, and he's like, dude, they're 21 years old. They're older than me, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Young cats out there doing the damn thing, getting it. Shout out to him. Make sure you're following him at VICSOSAA. If you need any sneakers rejuvenated, brought back to life, repaired, midsole swaps, re-glued, icy sole, whatever, holler at him. Shout out to my homegirl, a young lady I met on Twitter. She's producing her own soaps and her own body butters. She's based out of Brooklyn. So make sure you're following her, and that's at @SGentleCare. Again, for all your body butters and soap needs. And final, no, not a final shout out, but two more quick shout outs. Shout out to the Unordinary Man podcast. A friend of mine named Lugo, he started his own podcast a few months ago. I was actually featured as a guest yesterday. It's called the Unordinary Men podcast. It's based on cultivating genuine manhood, eliminating the feminization that is currently going on through our society, the weakening of men, the power being taken away from us, our voices being silenced. And I got to go on there yesterday and talk my shit. I got to plug us. I got to shout y'all out. And that should be dropping in about a week. So make sure you check them out.
No doubt.
They also got some merch. They got some good stuff. They recently had an episode that spoke of finding your purpose.
Mm.
And I think I sometimes feel... well, not sometimes. I feel we all need to find our purpose. We all need to find something that we love, or something that challenges us, or something that pushes us to get better at it, whatever it may be. So I just want to relay that message. Make sure you go out there, you find your purpose, find something that's going to be your outlet, your creative outlet. That will help with stress. That will help keep you young, keep your brain active, and it's just better than sitting around Netflixing it up and chasing pussy and bullshit,
Yeah.
So shout out to them. And one last shout out, a gentleman on Instagram. Fuck, I wish I could remember his name, or I wish I had written it down. I believe it's Ramesh.
Mm-hmm.
This gentleman is based out of India. The country India.
What other India is there?
Give me a second. Where the Pacers play.
That's Indiana, fool.
Hold on and pardon me. I just want to get his name right, because what he does is actually very important, and I don't want to
fuck it up, mispronounce.
Fuck it up, or downplay it or anything. But basically what he does is he takes donations. They don't have to be big donations. I've sent him $20 here and there.
Mm-hmm.
He'll hit me up every few months and just check in and see if I got something to donate. And I like to send him, a little something every few months, because what he does is he takes the donations and he buys food for poor people in India. And I've never been to India, nor do I know their exchange rates. Oh, here he is. But apparently $20 gets you a gang of shit. So his name is Ramesh K. And $20 to us is bullshit. $20. I blow $20 in a bodega. A haircut is more than $20. A bag of weed is more than $20. But $20 in India apparently goes a long way, and you can probably feed 50 to 100 people, according to him. So I like to make sure, I help where I can. And anyone that is interested in helping, go through PayPal, and the email is helphumanity610@gmail.com. That's helphumanity610@gmail.com. And, if you just got a couple extra $5-10 and you want to help some people eat around the world on the other side of the globe, feel free to help. We're at the end of the day, we're all in this together, bro. Some of us got it better than others, and if you can help someone that's in a less fortunate position than yourself, it is your human moral duty to do so.
I was reading a stat real quick, and it said that the poorest Americans are still richer than 80% of the world.
Yeah, I mean, totally true and totally agree. And I think I read a stat that said, if you have more than, $10,000 saved, you're richer than 40% of the world.
Yeah.
And it's damn. So that means there's a lot of people out there that are way less fortunate than us.
Oh, that's a fact.
And, we see people less fortunate in the U.S.,
mm-hmm.
Homeless people and such. And it's sad and it looks rough. Imagine that in a third world country.
I've seen it.
It's scary. Up. I mean, I remember being young and seeing the commercials for Somalians and 50 cents a day or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And shit don't change, man. There's still a lot of countries that are underdeveloped, underfunded,
mm-hmm.
and
shit.
Or the government is just fucked up. A lot of
corruption.
These countries,
corrupt governments.
I just heard something this week, and I thought it was crazy. One of my homies told me that in Puerto Rico, when they were giving out the stimulus checks, that they were $1,200, I think,
something like that.
Let's say they were $1,200, if I recall properly. That the Puerto Rican government was only giving the people $800.
I did hear about that. Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah,
that's
But that's again the
and
corruption.
it's crazy to me because Puerto Rico doesn't, it's not like they took that money and improved some shit.
No,
Puerto Rico still
it's corruption.
fucked up, so
It's
corruption.
corruption. It's just
corruption.
greedy
It's
people
just
that
sad.
only look out for themselves.
Yeah, so please do not be one of those people. Please do not only look out for yourself. If you can, make a donation to Help Humanity, 610@gmail.com. It'll be greatly appreciated. Shout out to the Unordinary Men podcast. Shout out to X Gentle Care. Shout out to Big Sosa. Shout out to the brother Vic and the sister Eve at RBL. Happy birthday and
That's right.
shout out to Aaliyah. Shout out to the Weapon Network. Shout out to Roku. Shout out to the Godcast. Shout out to 2021. And welcome world, episode 93 of the Great American Hip Hop Debate Podcast. Now,
2022.
how y'all brothers feeling? What y'all want to talk about? How was y'all New Year's? Brother F, you just came back from the motherland. What'd you bring me? Bloodshot, you just came back from the motherland.
That's
What'd you
right.
bring me?
Nothing.
White boy.
I've been here, motherfucker.
You been here.
Ain't shit I brought. I've been here, man.
You ain't going nowhere.
For real, man. What y'all brothers got new or that y'all want to say to the listeners? I have a couple topics I want to touch on very quickly, but I want to throw it to y'all and see what y'all got on the docket.
You can go ahead, Blood. I'm sure your New Year's was way more eventful than mine.
Oh yeah, it definitely was, bro. And like you were saying, yo, fuck COVID. I almost got stuck in DR and shit. Didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen. Didn't know if I was gonna be able to come back home. That's the scariest shit in the world. And everybody talks about, hey, I'm this, I'm that. When it comes to your roots, like if you're Latino, basically, like, hey, I'm from this country. But when it comes down to it, boils down to it, like if you were born here in the States, you gonna claim that you American when shit hits the fan, because that's how I was. I'm like, yo, I gotta get back. I'm American. I'm an American citizen. I gotta get the fuck out of here, and I gotta protect my family when it's all said and done.
Yeah.
Not that I was gonna, be in any kind of danger or be in a circumstance where we were having it rough out there, but still, it's still kind of scary when you got things to come back to, and you don't know what's gonna happen,
Yeah.
I was hearing things about like the country getting shut down, just a lot of crazy stories. I didn't know if, the whole family was gonna catch COVID. It's just some wild shit happening. But besides that, man, I had a great time. It was paradise. It was beautiful. We were there for about 3 weeks.
Dang. That's what's up.
Yeah, unplanned. It was supposed to be 2 weeks, but like I said, we got stuck because of the whole, testing before you fly out. It's 24 hours before you fly out. There's a lot going on out there, man. It's crazy with the music right now. A lot of urban music being pumped out. I know Burns' homeboy, the reggaeton artist Anuel. He's out there doing big things. He's fucking with the whole Dembow movement. And shout out to him, and shout out to the Drink Champs. He was just on Drink Champs talking about his whole shit. But yeah, he's out in DR. My cousin went to go fuck with him and a whole bunch of other people that were just shooting a video out there. He took me to another video shoot out in the hood. That was fucking crazy hood. You talk about third world. I'm talking about these people. Oh man, I couldn't even tell you how poor these people are. I couldn't begin to tell you what I saw.
Yeah.
Just wild shit. Kids with no clothes on. That's how poor they are, man. You know what I mean? Just wild. The streets all fucking unpaved and shit. Like, you need a truck to drive out there, because if not, you're going to drop your axle trying to get over one of them speed bumps or one of them sewers. That shit is crazy. Yeah. And, but still, besides that, just had an excellent time. Dope shit going on. And then shout out to my cousin, matter of fact, Buddha, and his whole Buddha music group. They got a lot of shit coming in the upcoming years, 2022 and beyond. I'm talking about just a whole slew of artists. And if you fuck with the whole Spanish music, Spanish movement, they got the whole dembow, Spanish trap, reggaeton, Spanish hip hop. I mean, I could go on and on, but that shit, I'm here to tell you, man, I got a good ear for music, and I got a good ear for hip hop, and they got a lot of shit coming. and it's not gonna be nothing to be fucking with at all. Word up.
Dope,
But
man. Shout out to the brother Buddha for
yeah.
sure. Shout out to Buddha Music Group.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. Dope studio.
He
dope.
probably don't know it, but that falls under the Last Breath umbrella. So
Word up. Yeah, he's fam at the end of the day. You know what I'm
that's true.
saying?
That's
He's
a
fam.
fact.
But yeah, he got his
you
whole,
mentioned Anuel
roster popping.
and shout out to them for sure, and props to them. And in 2022, I want to be mad direct, and I want to be mad honest, and I want to call out people that I think are corny. And Anuel is at the very. He may not be at the top of the list, but he's high up on my list of
He's a
people that are
high-tier
corny.
cornball?
And this is all based on appearance and the music that I've heard from him. I don't know him personally. He's probably a cool kid. Probably if I meet him, we'll click and get along. But just based off his look and the music that I've heard him make, I don't like him.
That's when you say that because you Puerto Rican, yo. You sound like Cuban niggas that don't fuck with Pitbull and shit. I find that so funny.
I don't fuck with Pitbull either, so they are.
But you ain't Cuban. I'm talking about like Cuban niggas that don't fuck with Pitbull. It's, you know, I get it. I get what you're saying. You don't fuck with his music and you don't like his appearance. But I'm here to tell you, bro, that kid is no joke, bro. He's no joke, bro.
This is me being 100% judgmental. Like, I have no fucking basis on this theory or no actual reason to not like him. This is just me being petty for the 2022. But
I feel you.
I get to do that. So, negative shout out to him.
No, but you said
that's
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Versus opinion has nothing to do with the opinions of Bloodshot.
Correct.
Or the Great American Hip Hop Debate Podcast.
For sure, 100%. 100%.
I co-sign that. These are strictly my opinions. If anybody want to fight, come find me because I've been practicing.
Oh shit!
I stepped up to 4 push-ups a day.
Hey,
niggas ain't ready.
Oh
I'm
man,
just let it be known.
Damn.
Bruce Leroy is back for the 2022.
Bruce Leroy.
So
Bruce Leroy Rodriguez.
No, but you said that you're gonna keep it honest. I mean, not for nothing. Isn't that what we always do? Especially not like.
Yes and no, because sometimes I bite my tongue to just not be extra like mean or petty or judgmental. But there's a lot of rappers out there that I just don't like.
Yeah, me neither.
You know, and Anuel happens to be one of them. Migos is another one. I don't like them.
No, me neither.
I can't name a song that I like or
that mildly move the needle for you. Yeah,
intrigues me. Or then to make it worse, I hate looking at them in pictures. Like, they're so fucking corny, bro. Like,
yo, but that's how I feel about 6ix9ine, and you be jocking that nigga. Word up, be like, yo, get the fuck out of here,
but
man.
You don't.
That nigga does not have one good song on his fucking roster, bro, at all.
But you think I jock him because I like him? It's not that I
don't
like
know.
him. I think he's super smart. His music is all right to me. He doesn't make no fucking 5 mic classic songs.
Real quick, before you go on, though, you would rather listen to 6ix9ine than the Migos?
A million times over.
No, I'm saying music-wise.
Music-wise, yes.
His quality of music is better than the Migos, is what you're saying.
To me, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm just...
In my personal opinion, yes. He makes energetic music. He's not lyrical at all, but he spits shit in a way that you're supposed to feel it. And I think while he was successful, it was working. But I'm also admire him for his
business acumen.
Yes, in particular, his social media savviness. He knows how to use social media. He knows how to use people's emotions. He knows how to play off things. He knows how to create controversy. He knows how to bring an audience.
But that's the same thing that the Migos do. Like, the Migos do the same thing.
They definitely don't do that.
I don't think
they have a media presence. Yes, they do. They partner with a lot of different people. They even like stepped it up to sports. Like, they're all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, whether or not you like them is not gonna stop what they do. Just like whether or not I feel a certain way about 6ix9ine is not gonna stop him from being who he is.
Right.
Yeah,
you feel me?
And me not liking them.
I still find him hella corny, and I find his whole style just what you were talking about with like making men like more feminine, like putting that whole that whole thing out where men are becoming more feminine for certain things.
Mm-hmm.
He does that more so than anybody else I've ever seen.
I won't disagree with you there. And to go back quickly to Migos, me not liking them does not mean that I do not respect their accomplishments and what they've achieved. I know they've been super successful, and
you can't take
props
that away
to
from them
for that.
Yeah,
it's just personal musical opinion.
Right.
And yeah, I don't disagree with you that 6ix9ine did feminize himself, especially when he came out of jail and he was wearing like the
lace fronts.
Hey yo.
Yeah, but in particular the ones that look like you know when you watch old school karate movies and it'd be like the sensei.
Yeah,
nigga?
with the when he was with Akon, when he had the lace front, that was a lace front.
Crazy. So I don't disagree with that. It's just a different energy, you know. It's
gay energy. That nigga wearing a weave with fucking frosted colored tips with tropical fucking teeth. Yo, my man, get the fuck out of here, man. And you a snitch.
Yeah, but at least he was original. You know, at least he...
Yeah, he was an original snitch. Fuck out of here. That's why I can't co-sign none of that shit.
No, I agree with you 100% on this.
I kind of feel you, but you're a civilian, my bro, so you don't live by the street code. You don't live by the G code. You can...
At the end of the day, I don't live by the G code, but I know that he way wrong.
Oh, yeah,
like,
absolutely.
I've done, as a civilian, even had to abide by the G code. You feel me? In court, you know, in trial, and had to deal with kids in the street, and I know what to do or what not to do. And this nigga just straight up,
that's a fact.
Listen,
you got to agree with that.
You got to agree with that
because we were taught that, and you were taught that.
I do agree with that, but I think a lot of people are fake, and I think put in the same position, mad more people would do what he did than y'all think. And a lot of those people are saying the same shit that y'all are saying right now. So until those people are put in that position, I then want to see what happens.
See, the thing with 6ix9ine, I'll say
what
this.
I just said, though, like, I'm a civilian, and I've been put in a position where I had to abide by the G code, and I did. I wasn't facing 20 years, but I probably could have faced the F. You know what I'm saying? Could have faced, you know, going to fucking Kearney.
But remember, it's not only facing 20 years, it's also the millions of dollars that were on the table. You know what I'm saying? So,
look,
there were a lot of factors. And I think if all those same factors, if a lot of people were put in those positions, a lot of people would do the same thing. And I don't believe.
But at the end of the day, if you do the crime, you got to do the time. So, it's not like
I agree with you.
You know, again, he wasn't a civilian. He wasn't on the sidelines, on the outside looking in. He was there pulling the trigger along with them Treyway niggas. So what are you talking about?
But he was a civilian. He was just put into this.
No, he was not. Did you not hear what I just said?
As if
he was not a civilian.
Yeah, I get what Burns is saying. I think
he was acting. He was faking the funk.
Because these dudes, like Treyway,
he wasn't a street dude.
Yeah, they were always street. This guy was never like that, and then he hung out with them, and he became that. It wasn't that he was always that, dude. Like, he wasn't a street dude to begin with.
Obviously, if he was facing racketeering charges and he was facing all these charges, they had to have something on him. So he was pulling crimes with them. Yes or
Let me tell you another thing. All right, I understand what you're saying, yes, but also you got to understand, too, that the feds knew what the fuck they were doing too. They knew that he was going to fucking snitch. So they kind of put him in that position. And they knew, and it worked. It worked because he put all them dudes behind bars.
Okay, so you agree with me that he pussy?
No, 100%. I agree with you 100% because we came up differently. We know differently.
And you agree with me that he's a snitch?
You know, he's definitely a snitch. But the thing is with him,
you agree with me that his whole style is gay?
Yeah, sure. His whole style is gay. I don't give a fuck because I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of his shit. My thing is this though.
I'm just giving you a whole bunch of shit because what I'm trying to say is, like, again, you talking about Anuel and you talking about the Migos and all these people that you don't like. But then, you know, there's people that ride with certain trends and certain things that you don't understand and you might not get at the time. Same with 6ix9ine. I don't understand why you fuck with the nigga or why anybody else would. But it's you know, whatever, you know, for whatever reason, you know. Again, I'm on the outside looking in. I don't fuck with him and I never will. And I don't like his music, and I never will. But there might be a reason that it speaks to you. There might be a reason that it, you know, you can basically I don't know, gravitate towards it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't say I grab it like this.
Yeah,
is me.
because
This-
I'll snitch on y'all niggas in a heartbeat.
of course you will, because you pussy.
Pussy.
But let
Nigga,
yeah,
2 seconds, I'm snitching on everybody.
because you pussy.
I'm outta
But
here,
anyway,
Pussy, nigga.
but like what? This is me speaking just strictly from an entertainment standpoint, right? If you gave me a choice, and I don't fuck with 6ix9ine, or I don't agree with none of the bullshit he did and all that, I don't agree with that. But if you put the Migos in front of me and 6ix9ine, and you tell me you want to watch these dudes or you want to watch this guy, I'm picking 6ix9ine because I know I'm gonna be entertained by him. I'm not gonna be entertained. I'm not gonna be entertained by the fucking Migos, bro. The shit is corny to me, bro.
Nigga.
What?
That just speaks to the whole fucking mind state. You know?
I
That
don't
just
know.
speaks to your whole mind state.
No,
You
nah.
mad
It's
fugazi, nigga.
the what?
Nah,
Get
'cause
outta
it's
here.
entertainment.
It's
bro.
entertainment though. It's not
You're
like
not
if you
entertainment
take
to me.
You're,
if you take
thinking too deep.
Yeah, yeah,
At
if you
all.
Then
take
again,
You
this
know-
the guy
you
that
know
don't
what
want to
you
listen to
sound
R.
like?
Kelly and Michael Jackson and shit.
You know what you two sound like? You two sound like my girl when she watches the Kardashians and she's like, "This is entertaining," and I'm like, "Okay,
It's
all
your
right,
opinion.
Let's,
Yeah,
let's,
I mean,
let's
to her, it's
unpack
entertaining.
this.
To her, it's
Right?
entertaining. I find
Yeah,
it boring
all
as
right.
fuck.
So I'm like, okay, let's unpack this. Let's unpack and see why it would be entertainment to you and why you would be watching this.
Oh,
right
so
now.
everything
And I
that
just
everybody
think,
does,
like,
you get
hey,
on your
you know,
Freud shit
sometimes-
and start
Yeah,
analyzing.
no, I mean, sometimes you just need to dumb out and like watch something that just it's like one of those
Guilty pleasures.
guilty pleasures, correct. So, but in my opinion, I just think that it just makes you more dumb when you watch the Kardashians. They don't offer anything that will uplift or will maybe even, make you creative or just give you any sense of fulfillment in terms of whatever, whether it be spirituality or whether it be.
But you just said it was a guilty pleasure. That's what a guilty
Yeah.
pleasure is. You get nothing out of it. You
Okay,
just watch and you
exactly.
said you veg
Exactly.
out and you dumb out.
But other guilty pleasures sometimes give you certain things, like spark certain things. This does nothing for you. It just makes you dumber as you watch it. Like these
Oh, yeah.
bitches is just dumb.
No,
You know what
I
I
don't
mean?
agree with that. That's for you.
That's on
There
you.
might be a million girls out there that watch that shit and get inspired to go build an empire just because they see these successful women. And this is not my opinion because I think very low of the Kardashians, but you cannot deny the empire that they've built successfully and the billions of dollars that they generate. So they may be inspiring a whole generation of women entrepreneurs. Just because you don't get inspired and you don't see it doesn't make it right or wrong.
Yo, no, absolutely. They might be inspired to be millionaires and to do certain things, but then the morality level, because you just watch what they're about and what they do and their interests, and there's nothing in there that speaks to some sort of level of you being deep. They're just extra shallow. So yeah, at the same time, yeah, they are inspiring these women to be millionaires or to go out and be hustlers, but they're gonna be super shallow. So it's the same thing as 6ix9ine. All right, there's a lot of kids out there that want to hustle, that maybe not hustle in terms of being drug dealers or something like that, but hustle, go out there, put out their music, and be energetic and things like that. But at the same time, he's co-signing being a snitch and co-signing fucking dressing like a fag. So all these kids are gonna go and get their fucking inspiration from him. Just like these girls are getting their inspiration from the Kardashians.
If
So
you get
I don't find
inspiration
anything
from
to that.
if you get inspiration from 6ix9ine, there's something very wrong with you. You know what I'm saying?
I don't agree with that either.
Nah,
You have to
he's
look
not
at
inspiring.
A poor kid from Brooklyn who lived in a 1-bedroom apartment with his mother and his brother and like 3 other people, who used to wear sneakers out of the garbage can, who bought a laptop, learned how to edit videos, learned how to rap, became a millionaire just off hustle, independent before he signed to a major label. And then he went through the trial and snitched and shit. But
Then he
before
became
that,
the biggest rat on the planet.
He had an inspiring story, and there are people that can look at that and get motivated. Regardless of what the end outcome was, had things been different, maybe he would still be on top. And a lot of people like to call him a snitch and overlook or ignore the fact that there were 2 other snitches on the case. So even if he didn't snitch, A, he was going down for 40 plus years, and B, that whole gang was going down.
Yeah.
Y'all like to blame 6ix9ine, but nobody likes to blame the gang for being fucking morons.
Oh, no,
and
no
letting
question.
somebody infiltrate them
There's
and
no
then
question.
take leadership
There's no question
and
about
then
that.
bring them down.
No, absolutely. I agree with that 100%. They're fucking
They broke the G code by letting an outsider in and giving him so much power just because he had some money.
Well, he was
Not
the,
saying
he,
what
no,
he
he
did
was
was right.
he was the money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
He was
they
the golden
sold
goose.
out.
Yeah, he was the
I
golden goose.
There's a lot of factors. I'm not saying he's right, nor is he a hero, but he has an interesting story.
A hero, bro. He's far from a hero, dog.
That's what he just said.
To
He's-
you,
Far from it.
to you,
Far from it.
to you, he
Yeah,
helped
to
take
me-
down
to
a
me-
notorious gang of 40 plus members that
He
were
might be
dealing
your hero,
deadly
and you might
heroin
look up to him,
and committing
but that's what I'm
violence
saying.
and murder. So
He
some people
broke
might look
the-
at that as heroic.
He broke the G code.
He wasn't
right?
a G, fam. He didn't break the G
Well,
code because he's not a G.
Well, whatever you want to call it, right? And he's inspiring people to be the way that he is, right? With
I don't
his whole
think he's
style.
ever told anyone to be the way he is. I
Yeah.
think he's actually denounced that. I think you're basing your judgments off
What I'm
you
trying to say
believe
is he has
without
this following.
doing any proper research.
He has this following as he's influencing these people directly or not.
Mm.
He has millions of followers just like the Kardashians do. You know what I'm saying?
Yes and no. I think a lot of people follow him for the controversy. I think a lot of people follow him for the entertainment, not necessarily that they are followers or believers of him, but
Mhm.
he makes things interesting.
Right.
Bro, he's just corny at the end of the day, bro. I don't
See,
understand how you can
you
fuck
see how you
stop for that.
feel like that?
He's
I
just
feel like that
corny,
about Anuel.
dog.
I feel like that about Anuel. He's just corny. I
Wow,
don't care
you
what
know,
he
but
does.
that's what
And
I'm
you know what's
telling you.
funny? They work together. They have songs together.
Exactly.
So they both
Yeah,
corny.
and then he got mad because I know I wouldn't record with him after he came out.
Yeah,
So
and
he's
then
a fucking
after
snitch.
Nicki Minaj did, Anuel was there like, yeah, let's work together again because this is just business. This is entertainment. This ain't real.
Yeah.
So,
He's
so you can
and
go
that
look that interview up, and it's valid.
yeah,
So
that
he Foogie is just as Foogie as
That is
6ix9ine
Foogie.
is, Anuel is equally as Foogie.
word. That is Foogie though, because he didn't want to be the first one. That's whack to me. That's Foogie as
Yeah.
fuck. Yeah.
So they both Foogie, and Migos is Foogie.
Yeah, Migos Foogie too. Word.
Again,
Facts.
these are just opinions. I'm
Word.
not saying your
Yeah.
opinion is right or wrong,
Right.
and neither is mine.
Right.
It's just my opinion. To me, they're corny. To
No,
me,
absolutely, I agree.
one
I
of
agree.
the realest,
It's just opinions,
dickhead,
but when you're
quotation
talking
mark
about
realist,
influencing millions and millions of kids,
but I don't
that's where I
think
draw the-
six
that's where
nine
I,
influences
draw the
millions and
line.
millions of kids. I don't
He
think
does.
so.
He does. Because that's the whole shit that you were just talking about with the kids being effeminate. And like, just that whole
I don't put that on
style, like, that whole
6ix9ine.
style.
I don't
Yeah.
put that,
That
on
whole
6ix9ine.
style.
Yeah, I don't think I put that solely
I
on
put that
6ix9ine.
more on Young Thug. I put that more on Gunna. I put that more on Kid Cudi now.
Lil
I
Uzi
put that
Vert.
more on Little Uzi Vert.
Yeah.
I mean,
Them too.
6ix9ine wears some foogie ass wigs, but he's not out here in a fucking wedding dress or a fucking crop top and
Yeah.
some booty shorts.
Word. Painting his nails and all that bullshit.
Yeah, getting his nails done. Not even niggas are not even painting their nails now. Now they're going out and getting full acrylic sets.
Hey yo.
That shit gay as fuck.
Hey yo. Whatever. Do
Yeah,
what you
not
wanna
a
do.
discussion that we're going to get into right now
Yeah.
because we probably should have discussion and delve deeply, but that might be the discussion that gets us canceled. So let's not get into that too much right now. But this year I will be calling out more rappers that I don't like and probably just more people that I don't like. Y'all can agree, y'all can disagree. That's
Yeah.
what we're here for. We can
Exactly.
debate about it.
Exactly.
But
That's what
I
we
do
were just
have a
doing.
list of corns that need to be called out. And it's that time. 2022.
2022 is the year of the call out
There's
corn.
that. Speaking of calling people out, I want to call out Kim K for being a fucking bitch.
Oh, not letting Kanye see her kid on her birthday?
Correct. Yesterday
Yeah.
was Kanye's kid's birthday
Chicago.
party. Birthday party.
Chicago.
And they wouldn't give him the address. And I think that's corny. And they say they wouldn't give him the address because Pete Davidson was there. And I think he's corny. And I think it's corny that he was there and they wouldn't let Kanye there.
Word.
And Travis Scott, shout out to him because he fucking sent Kanye
Yeah,
the
yeah.
address.
He's the one that sent
So
him the
I
address.
like that. So I wanna give a negative shout out to Kim Kardashian and the whole Kardashian clan because fuck y'all.
Hence another reason why they fucking whack.
Not only that, and not to get back to them, but it's very often overlooked their cultural
Appropriation.
appropriation. What?
Appropriation.
Excuse me. Their cultural appropriation of black culture, of hip hop culture, of African culture. the way they steal things, remix them, put their name on it, and fucking make millions of dollars off it is insulting and infuriating. But the fact that they would now weaponize their children against a man who has a long history of mental illness, depression,
Word.
What's that other shit?
Bipolar disorder.
Definitely bipolar disorder, probably schizophrenia, and has been public about his desire to be involved in the lives of his children, even buying a house across the street from y'all.
Yeah.
Maybe he's gonna do a little stalking. You know, we all a little crazy for some exes. I can't blame him for that. But mainly because he wants to see his children.
Right.
And y'all not gonna invite him to the fucking kids' Christmas party? Get the fuck out of
Birthday
here, man.
party.
That's a birthday party.
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
That's a thumbs down. That's a negative shout out.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. And
No,
to any
that's not a shout out. That's a fuck you. You know
well,
what
I
I'm
said a
saying?
negative shout out.
Yeah. Fuck you.
And to any women out there who are using their children to weaponize and cause pain to the father of these children, who are putting forth a valiant effort to be involved in the lives of their children, y'all should be ashamed and y'all should be publicly humiliated and ridiculed, because not only are you hurting the father, you are hurting the children and you are hurting the future generations with this separation of family and the trauma that is caused just by this pettiness, that this grudge that y'all hold, and you know, all the women don't do it, so shout out to all the good moms out there. But to any woman who has done that before, you should be ashamed, and you should probably maybe a little light stoning, whatever.
Damn.
Y'all foul, man, and that ain't right. Shout out to Kanye, shout out to Chicago, shout out to Psalm, Saint, Northy,
Nori.
aka Nori. I don't know, man. That should just piss me off, bro. Shout out to Travis Scott again for sending the address. And I fucking hope and pray and fingers and toes crossed that one day Kanye slaps the fucking piss out of Pete Davidson and they get it on film. I don't care if he gets sued. I don't even care if he goes
He's
to
a
jail for a year.
billionaire, fam. He's not.
I just want to see this goofy ass white boy looking like Beetlejuice before he died get slapped in his face. Nothing against him. Nothing personal. It's just
It sounds personal.
as someone who has been in Kanye's position, and we all have. Niggas like that need to get slapped, bro.
Facts.
Oh, I don't know.
Hence another reason why the Kardashians are fucking just dumb ass fucking people, yo. Oh my God. I could not say that enough.
I'm surprised
it
that
makes
you
my
said-
mind feel like mush.
I'm
when I
surprised
even
that you said your
give 'em a
lady
little bit
watches
of
the
thought.
Kardashians, bro. Your lady's a smart lady.
Word.
Exactly my point.
But I get it. I get it
Her
because
guilty pleasure.
I used
You
to
know?
watch Love and Hip Hop, and it's super fucking dumb, bro. Like, like you said, it's no beneficial.
It's like crack for the brain.
Yeah, it's nothing good in it. It's just entertainment. It's just dumbed down entertainment to kill an hour and get lost in this fake world of bullshit. But you know,
I don't know. I can't watch.
I get that girls watch it.
I can't
I'm
watch-
Just surprised that you.
I can't watch either of those shows. One, because of what Blood said. The Kardashians, number one. He's right, 100%. They're super shallow, all superficial. Everything's about money, and the shit's just whack. And
Just make you dumber.
the architect of that shit is all the mother. You know what I'm saying? She's the one probably fully responsible for all of this.
She not probably 100% is, and
She pimped out her kids.
I mean, you have to
Listen.
give her props though. You have to give her props because she took 4 of the most untalented people in the world
Facts.
and made them billionaires.
Yeah, that's true.
These women have zero talent, bruh. There's not one talented gene between the 4 of them,
Nah, that's a fact.
and the
It's the
5
whole
of them if you
generation.
include the brother.
It's that whole Generation Z shit.
But,
like
you know.
everybody's zombied out. Everybody's watching reality TV. I don't watch reality TV to tell you the truth.
know
My
what?
guilty pleasure used to be the real world, and that's as far as I'll go. You know what I'm saying? Beyond that, I cut that shit out, man.
I like the
I don't
real
do that
world
shit.
on the Chappelle show.
You
that
know
was my
shit. Their success coincided with the explosion of social media, the explosion of reality TV, the explosion of what's it called? Socialites.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it was
It was a perfect
it was,
storm.
Yeah, it was a perfect storm,
Absolutely.
perfect timing, and I don't, again, with all these people, I will never knock their success. You know what I mean? Whether deserve it or not.
Right.
You know, because I'm sure they had to put in some sort of work. But still, fuck them. Fuck you. Fuck out of here, man. That is a shame. Like, yo, that shit almost hurt on a personal level as a father.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just wanted to touch on that. So,
Speaking of Pete Davidson and Kanye, let's talk some hip hop shit. Y'all heard Easy?
Easy.
No, fool. The song Easy with Game and Kanye.
Oh,
that he's shitting on Pete Davidson. That he's
Ain't
gonna
shitting on
snap.
Pete Davidson. You'd like it, yo.
He throws a shot at Pete Davidson. I heard it. The beat is like
The beat sounds like
a beat.
it's what the fuck is it? Paul Revere. Paul Revere.
I haven't heard it. I didn't rush out to hear it.
I just heard it while I was cutting my
But I
hair this
did
morning.
read about that part.
Yeah. It's a good
that he
verse.
threw
I
the-
fucks with
he
Kanye's
threw
verse.
the red
Ain't the
out.
Game on that shit too?
The Game got the first verse and then
Yeah.
Kanye.
I like the Game.
Okay.
The Game was actually on that intro song that I played by K Slay. It was Raekwon, The Game, Mr. Fab, Grand Puba, and Tragedy Gaddafi. The first time I heard it, I didn't know it was The Game, and I actually thought it was Nas.
Really?
Yeah, Game has a unique gift of adapting to sound like other artists.
That's his whole niche. That's his thing.
So when
That's
I
why
first
he's the
heard
Game.
the song,
Who else does he sound like though
Um,
besides Nas maybe?
well, on that song,
He
if
sounded
you go
like
back and listen to the Red
a lot of
album,
people.
Uh-huh.
and I challenge everybody who's listening to go do this. Go back and listen to the
fuck with
Red album.
The Red album's one of his best
And
work.
every song that has a feature, he transforms into
Yeah,
the feature.
yeah. Like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Goblins and
Does
the
that.
shit with Lil
Goblins,
Wayne.
the shit with Wayne, the shit
With
Jeezy.
Tyler the Creator.
Yeah, there's every song that has a feature, he turns into the other person. The song with Jeezy in particular is so crazy because when I was listening to the album, I was like, damn, why he put a Jeezy solo song on his album? And it wasn't. He just sounded like fucking Jeezy.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't hear that. But there is a little bit of controversy regarding that song due to the artwork that they chose to use.
Oh, the
which
Skin
is a
Monkey?
Skin Monkey.
Yeah.
So PETA is after them. Shout out to Chef Petey Martinez. He put up a post earlier. He's going through a little bit of a physical illness, but he put up a very positive post earlier today, just reminding everyone that, you know, although times do get rough, they could always be worse. So be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for who you have. And get well soon to the brother Chef Petey.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
Yeah,
shout
for
out
sure.
to him. He said he got for some guap too. That sucks, bro. It always sucks to hear, especially you know, right after the holidays.
This
Shout out to him, man.
Yo,
Shout out
for
to
real,
him.
I didn't want to mention that part because
Yeah.
you know it's a little whatever, but
He talks
good
about
old
it,
blood
you know,
shadow, bring it up.
You know, shout out to him. It sucks, bro. But how you gonna go into Chef Petey after talking about a skin monkey? Now you wanna think
No,
about
because I said
him
PETA.
cooking
I said PETA, and it reminded me
Oh.
of PETA.
Petey.
Okay.
No, but
Now I'm
shout out to
thinking
Petey,
about
man.
him
Get well,
cooking
man.
a skin monkey
No,
and shit
oh
like
my
that.
God, you
Fucking with my mind right
No,
now.
you took it to another level.
Yo,
I just-
you on some
I
other
just,
you on some Freudian shit today,
And
man.
yo, what's going on now that you say monkey too, like skin monkey? What's up with these NFTs, these monkey NFTs making so much fucking money,
Oh,
dog?
the board monkey or some shit like that.
Yeah,
I don't
the Monkey Yacht Club or
100%
some shit.
stand. Excuse me, I don't 100% understand NFTs.
No. Me neither.
But friend of the show, cousin of the show, the brother at One Got Beats has
His own
more
NFT.
knowledge
Yeah.
than I do, and I actually connected him with Chef Petey a few weeks ago because Chef Petey was looking for some knowledge on NFTs, and he asked me about it, and I pointed him to the most knowledgeable person that I know, and that would be the brother One Got Beats. And the brother One Got Beats and the brother Aaron Alexander, co-owners of the Brooklyn Blue Cafe, recently had an NFT class, I guess you could call it, where they shared their knowledge with anyone who was interested.
Damn, I wish I would have known. I would have went to that shit.
Yeah, I mean, they were promoting it all over social media. So
I don't
You gotta get on Instagram, fat.
it was on Twitter,
22.
too. It was on Twitter.
I actually
Let's get
just
on
started
Instagram.
following one on Twitter. I don't know why.
Damn, I forgot what I was saying.
The
Oh yeah, so they had a class.
Yeah, the
They had a
NFT
class
class,
at the Brooklyn
yeah.
Blue Cafe. And
Shout out to his Skull Hunter NFT too.
Yes.
Trying to jump into that and cop one, just not only to have it as a piece of art, but to support him. You know, I think that's pretty dope, and he never stops moving. Yo, shout out to him.
yeah.
he's also got
absolutely.
the shark one too now.
Yes. So anyone interested in purchasing NFTs or in gathering some more knowledge on NFTs, feel free to shout at shout at
Shout out at One Got Beats.
Shout out at.
I guess holla at One Got Beats at One Got Beats
Word.
At
or
One Got
at
Beats.
Aaron Alexander 718 or at Brooklyn Blue Cafe. And get your NFT shit up, man. Invest, y'all. It's a smart thing to do. Again, I don't fully understand NFTs, so I'm not gonna say go invest in NFTs, but do your homework, do your research, know what you're investing into, and invest because banks ain't giving you shit, and we need to get our money up.
Word up. And with that said, we're coming out with the Godcast NFT soon, even if we don't understand that shit.
That's right. Fuck. I saw
Get that money.
Oh, good. Yes. Speaking of Godcast NFTs, let's transition into something I wanted to speak to. Anyone out there who has a podcast, or just about anyone out there who has a platform, which is all of us, anyone with social media now has their own platform. I want to remind everybody about platform responsibilities and take my advice with a grain of salt. But never forget that although you have your own platform and you can express any opinions you want, you do have that freedom of speech and you do have that freedom of whatever platform I guess it's called. Words hurt, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So you can say stuff on your platform without thinking and negatively affect people that you know, people that you don't know, people that you love. And it can be traumatic, and it can lead to the dissolving of relationships. And I just want y'all to be aware of that and be careful of that, and be mindful of that. We all like to have fun. We all like to crack our jokes. We all like to make fun of people. I like to tell y'all who I think is corny. But it's all said in jest. I never come on this platform to deliberately say something that will hurt anyone. And if I have in the past, I apologize. But I just want to, put that message out there that although we can grab our phone and we can record and we can say anything, be mindful that people are listening, people you know, people you don't know. And in particular, I'm talking about people you know. And your words can negatively affect them. And that pain may be greater than you can ever know. And this is actually a very personal message that I'm sending, and the receiver is out there, and they'll probably never hear this message, but if ever you do, understand that you have a platform and you go on your platform and you tell these stories, or you speak on your opinions, or you tell of these actions that you've been taking part in, and apparently you don't keep in mind of who might be hearing that and how it may affect them and how it may affect their future plans and how it may affect, how they feel towards you. And then you act surprised when those words do affect someone. So be mindful of that. I will do my best to continue to be mindful of that. Everything I say up here is for entertainment purposes, y'all. I joke around a lot, as we all do. But I don't hate Anuel.
No, that's
I don't
fact.
hate Migos.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll fight anyone in the field, but.
What's up with you, kid? Like, you on this fighting shit?
Oh, 2022 is on. Shit. I'm telling y'all, I'm on my
Fight
Kobe
Club.
shit.
All of a
I'm on my
sudden.
Bruce Leroy shit.
I'm
on
not for
my
nothing.
Ultimate Warrior shit.
I'm happy to see it, man. It's welcome.
Yeah. It's too much being nice, man. I've been nice for too long.
Nah, it's about time, fam.
All this love shit, bro. Nah,
I fucks with love. I fucks with love, but we fight for
bringing
love.
Petty back in 2020. Quick story. Kobe Bryant once asked a teammate of his to teach him French just so he could fuck with Tony Parker on the court. And that's the kind of petty I'm bringing back in 2020.
That's fucking dope.
But again, be mindful of your platforms. Be mindful of what you say. Be mindful of the stories that you tell and share, because those things can fuck with other people. And to do so recklessly is irresponsible.
How about I got another thing we should bring back for 2022? How about we bring back proper grammar?
You know what it is? This
How about we do
generation
that?
in particular, because of their text grammar, our grammar is only going to continue to get worse and worse.
Holy shit. And how about we use the right words for shit, yo?
They cut words. Words become letters. You know,
Not even-
WYD.
Not even that.
SMD.
Not even that. Like, how about we use the right words for shit? Like,
Oh no, you know the your. Not the your.
Not
your.
even- yeah,
the
no, yeah.
there,
No,
there
you
will
know my-
always give
you
people
know
a
my-
problem. 2 and 2
My
will
number
always
one
give people a
pet
problem.
peeve is when they like, yo, sorry for your lost. And I'm
Yeah.
like, bitch, it's not lost, bitch. It's sorry for your loss.
I
The
feel that way
fuck?
about nowadays, where people be
Yo.
like nowadays.
oh god.
Like,
That shit pisses me off, dog.
Nah, one of my biggest ones, and I hear professional journalists do this. I see them write it. It's fucking when they say his effectiveness. No, fam, the word is efficacy, not effectiveness. I hate that word.
Mm.
Or anything that they add ness to the end, or efficiency, like I hate, or his resiliency. No, the word is he was resilient. His resilience. You don't have to add the Z at the end. You understand what I'm
Mm.
saying?
do
Okay.
you guys have?
I hate that. Oh my god.
Do you guys have like words that you like?
Yeah, of
What,
course.
Like-
what, in what way?
Like just a word that you read it and you be like, damn, that's a dope word.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
of course.
like I like the word tumultuous.
Okay.
Oh, I like mischievous.
All right.
That's a good one.
You know, just sometimes I'll say or read a word and I'll be like, damn, that word is dope. It's not used enough.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure.
So maybe we can bring that around.
Yeah,
words
yeah.
that we like.
Yeah,
The
man.
word of the day.
Because not for nothing, like,
Stop.
not for nothing. Because we, for instance, like, we love hip hop, right? Yo, hip hop is all about words and the use of them, and it's beautiful. But now you're taking this other stupid, like I said, I see journalists on TV. Journalists write shit down, his effectiveness or his fucking resiliency. I'm like, yo, you get paid for this, fam. You went to school
What's
for
your
this.
favorite? What's your favorite word in hip hop that got like flipped and bounced?
That
Like
got-
for example, on the Freaking You remix, when Raekwon says or Ghostface says "cuz on." That's my favorite shit right there. Oh man.
I would have to think. Damn, I don't know. I would have to think about it. Like words that get improperly used, but it sounds super dope.
Yeah. Wu-Tang does that a lot. I love
For
it.
some reason, Morgan than Freeman comes to mind, but that's just more a play on
Yeah,
words.
that's a play on words.
Biggie, yeah. Where?
I remember we used to say idiots,
Oh, we still do
Oh
that.
yeah, that's that
Uh,
Cormega
We used to
shit.
say connect.
a connect.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't hear you. For sure?
Brother
Uh,
F said
I can
his
dig it,
for
I
sure.
can dig
Yeah.
it.
What do you
What
mean?
was
You
he
don't
saying?
like it for sure? I don't understand. Oh, all right.
What do you
That's
say?
Brother F likes for sure.
Okay.
That's the beauty of hip hop, that we've always been able to take a word and change its meaning.
Mm.
I always thought that was dope. I would have to really sit down and think of more specific examples, but you know, hip hop is the modern day Shakespeare, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, we are the storytellers, we are the historians, we are the messengers, and I think that's often overlooked as well.
Well, it's also the number one genre and medium in the world right now. So
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I mean.
Everything's
that-
being
that
told
we-
through
we
hip-hop.
are. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
And delivered.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Advertising.
Everything.
Hip hop is in everything.
It's omnipresent.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because there's other genres and even subgenres of music that have been around way longer than hip hop.
Yeah, and now these music, those genres of music are even influenced by hip hop.
Right. You'll get a lot of those people, that do, and oh yeah, I do this because I heard,
Mhm.
Wu-Tang Clan.
I know
back
a
in the
lot
day.
of I don't know if it's a thing now, but I know for a while in the early 2000s, a lot of rock bands added DJs.
Right. Yeah.
Country singers were making crossover, more hip hop sounding.
Fam, look at country music today. They even dress like hip hoppers, yo. Like they dress like, you know what I'm saying, like people in hip hop do. They don't dress like country artists no more. They don't have the hats. They might wear the hat, but they don't wear the boots anymore, and they don't wear now they're wearing the fucking jewelry, they look fashionable.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. I see,
but they're still super racist.
Oh, big time.
Yeah, oh, yeah, absolutely.
100%.
And they always will be.
But that's appropriation right there. We're trying to
look
look
cool. There's a
cool.
lot of music now, like country music, that has the drum patterns like hip hop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like the beat in the background, things like that. And even old rock and roll, like there's a lot of rock and roll that I would gravitate to, and I didn't know why. And then when you listen to it, it's just because of the beat in the background. You feel me? The drum pattern or whatever it is, you know.
That goes back to the conversation we had with CF201, where we as Latinos, as Africans, we're always going to be drawn to the drums.
Right. Yeah.
You know, so regardless of genre, anything with a strong enough drum,
Right.
You know, that is
That's funny that
rhythmic.
That's funny that you say that because like one of my favorite rock bands is The Police. I hate their name because I don't fuck with the police.
Tekashi 7-0 right now.
Nah, but to get back to them, one of the main reasons, like everybody knows Sting. You know what I'm saying? And that's always everybody's favorite.
Wait, so you like The Police?
The rock group, The Police.
Okay.
You're trying to get me. Dude.
I was trying to get a soundbite.
Nah. Fuck out of here. The rock group, The Police.
So you love The Police?
Huh?
So you love The Police?
The rock group, yes.
Okay.
No, but one of the main reasons is because my favorite, out of the three, my favorite is the drummer, Stuart Copeland. And he's fucking amazing. The dude's like an octopus. You ever hear this dude play the drums? It's amazing.
He's the drummer of your favorite group.
Yes.
Which is?
La Policía.
Okay. Edit that, blood. Edit.
Well, they got that song In the Air of the Night, and that has like one of the craziest.
That's Genesis, fam.
Yeah.
That's
Phil Collins.
That's Phil Collins, actually. That's not even Genesis.
No, they have the Puff song.
Yeah, every step,
Oh, yes. Sorry. Yes. Correct.
But they have another dope song.
They have a lot of trust me, they have so many like better songs than that.
The Police are never known for just one hit.
Nah, those people.
Are you joking around again?
nah, he's being stupid, yo.
I like that.
Nah, but definitely dope drummers. Who was the drummer with one arm? Was he from Def Leppard?
Yes, Def Leppard. His name was fuck.
His name was Lefty.
You're such a dick.
Lefty.
Damn, I forgot his name, but yes, it was from Def Leppard. He lost his arm in an accident. They were on tour, and the bus flipped over. He happened to lose his arm.
And that didn't slow him down one bit. So, everybody makes.
He used his feet instead of his arms.
That's crazy.
Yo, it's crazy what people. Well, I mean, he wasn't born with one arm, but it's crazy how people can adapt. Like that young kid Hansel that plays ball with one arm.
Yeah. I'm glad you bring him up.
Wow, he's just wow.
That nigga's not scoring on me, B. I don't give a fuck. What? I'm tired of seeing these videos.
Not only is
he not scoring on me.
He's gonna
dunk
do
it on
like,
you. Yes, he is.
He's gonna
challenge
do an NBA level slam dunk on you.
I challenge him. Him and James
As
Harden.
a matter of fact, the last video I just saw of him, he was on the foul line and he had a heckler. And he made the shot, went back on defense. In that moment, right after he made the shot, got a steal, and did like a windmill dunk with one arm. It was the most insane thing. And then he handed the ball to
that mad times, bro.
No, but I'm just talking about like in that situation where he had the heckler, right? And he handed the ball right to him. It was crazy. It was the craziest shit I've seen.
Props to him. Props to him.
Yeah.
Much props to him.
Yeah, for sure.
All respect in the world.
Yeah, for sure.
God bless him. May he have the most success possible.
Oh my
the
God!
Fact
Do
that he's not
follow that up
allowing
with anything else.
Here comes the disrespect.
His physical limitations to hinder him, nor his future.
Here comes the disrespect.
That motherfucker is not scoring on M. Burns, aka Joby Bryant. not happening. I'm sorry.
Hey, yo, friend, yo, you gotta hit him. You gotta hit him with that.
It's not happening in the 2022. I don't care if I gotta do it like my man did it in Fresh. That's all I'm saying.
Hey,
With the
yo,
gun?
Corey, like your man Corey. in
Damn,
Fresh?
son.
I'll take it to that level.
Little spotty
I'm gonna
motherfucker.
tell y'all a story real quick,
Go ahead.
just because I thought it was funny as fuck.
So
And,
Burns want to be the man.
I had a female friend reach out to me recently. And she reached out to me under the guise of wanting some advice for podcasting.
Okay.
So she says she's listened to our podcast and, she likes what we do. And her and her friend have discussed creating their own podcast. So she reached out to me looking, for some advice and some guidance. And I told her, let's set up a phone call. I can walk you through it. I can give you the apps. I can tell you what it is that you need to do to get it on Spotify and Apple and YouTube. And make sure you're following us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, and YouTube. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. So I'm like, yeah, let's set up this phone call. I'll walk you through it. It's super easy. You can have your podcast up within 2 weeks if you're serious. She says, no. I'm going to come to the crib so you can tell me everything in person. So that was odd, but okay. I'm a giver. I'm a man of the people.
What'd you give her?
Advice, fool.
I'm going to get you. So she comes over and we had some wine. And
I know where this is going.
I'm telling her, you get this app and they'll help you distribute your podcast. You get this app and it'll do this for you. You sign up to YouTube like this and you upload your videos through here. If you have a Zoom, it'll record it for you. Boom, boom, boom. And I noticed she's not writing anything down, which I find weird because I'm giving her this, top of the line advice.
Right.
I'm no podcast expert, but I can get a podcast off the ground.
Absolutely, for sure.
So I started telling her about the Zooms and how it records it for you, your conversation. And she's like, oh shit, do you do that? And I'm like, yeah, let me show you. So I put on the YouTube and I put on the Godcast playlist and I let it play and I'm letting her see and I'm showing her that the brother Blood is in another state. And, he comes up on the pictures. And she wasn't there for podcast advice, y'all.
That is brutally evident.
Yeah. So what?
Because anybody would have been like, yes, tell me over the phone.
Man.
So
Gotta give 'em what they want.
How do I word this?
Yo, remember, we're being real in 2022, man.
So while I'm performing,
Okay.
you know what I mean? While I'm delivering, the goods.
Your message.
Your message.
Yeah. I'm showing her the mic. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
showing her how to work the mic and stuff.
Had a mic check and all that.
The TV's playing the Godcast.
In the background.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it switches to the Collab Fest video.
Oh, my God.
So two funny things. While we were doing stuff, Harlem Lose song came on. I slap your baby moms with the palm and the bum.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just thought that was funny. There was some slapping happening at the moment. So that was funny. And then as I finish my performance, and I go for the big ending.
The big finish?
Yeah, the volcano. I just happen to be watching myself on TV on a stage. So it was like real meta. And I don't know, it reminded me of Cameron for some reason.
And Paid in Full?
When he was doing the Dougie?
Yeah.
Did you pour champagne on her?
No, I didn't have any. I poured man pain on her.
Hey,
yo.
My bad. So shout out to her. Get your podcast off. I'm here.
Nice.
No doubt.
What a story.
That's I'm Burns' Freaky Tale.
Yo, fam,
That's
not for nothing.
That's a podcast within itself.
Not for nothing. I knew where the story was going when she's like, no, I want to come over.
Yeah, I should have known. I be oblivious sometimes. I be naive, but a wise man once said, "It is my civic duty to please the booty." So
Wise man.
I'm here. You know, I volunteer.
I'm here. I volunteer.
You know,
Make a song,
yeah.
fool.
If you need that kind of assistance, DM the Cuddle God.
The Cuddle God for 2022.
Yes. With that being said, the brother, the Black Don, shout out to him. He's currently either in or flying to the Dominican Republic to see his son, who is celebrating his second birthday. How old's your daughter, Blood?
He's gonna be 2 now.
Yeah, so Black's
March.
son is gonna be
It's turning 2.
and your daughter is
She's gonna be 2 in February.
in February. So it's January,
That's what's up.
February, March. Oh,
March.
shit. Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Winter babies. Yes.
Mhm.
So shout out to them. The brother Black made a special request for the M Burns Love Song of the Week.
Shouts to Black.
I'm not gonna play it as the M Burns Love Song of the Week because then that goes against the title. However, I will play his request because that's my dude, and he asked for this song to be played. And when you hear it, you will know why exactly. So, brother F, tune that up for me, please. And this is gonna be the Black Don's request.
Shout out to the Black Dawn.
The original. Yo, Big got this off, yo. Absolutely.
Well, Puff got this.
You don't think this was Big's idea? Because he had way too much fun with it, yo.
Shout out and rest in peace to the notorious B.I.G. Chill. Southside Brooklyn, stand up. Shout out to the Delphonics. Shout out to the Black Don on his request.
Yo. Shouts to Black.
I wanted to make sure to play that for the brother. That was
That's a good request.
a good request.
I like it, I
believe
like
he
it.
actually just discovered that was where the song came from. So
Yo,
he
Black
got sued
Beast.
and he sent it over and he asked that it be played on the show. So there you go, brother Black. Shout out to you. Happy birthday to Christopher Joseph. Happy
right.
birthday to Zamina, right?
Zamina Rose.
Zamina Rose, and happy birthday to Anaya. What's her middle name? Christina. Anaya
Nice.
Christina, yes.
Dope.
For some reason, I always want to say Amaya. But that's just me
Amaya,
and
that's-
my brain dysfunction.
That's J Kid's daughter's middle name, Amaya.
Really?
But it's Anaya. Yeah,
Oh, I didn't even know that.
yeah.
Shout out to the critter.
that. Absolutely. Shout out to the
Word
critter
up.
and the baby critters.
Word up. Damn, shout out to Black. Yo, we just missed each other, man. I wanted to hook up with him in DR, man, but just situation didn't let it happen. But maybe next time, man.
Absolutely. Y'all got anything else y'all want to touch on?
I think we basically, for now, we're good right now.
Blood?
We good right now.
Nah,
Yeah,
because you
yeah,
know
yeah.
shit gonna come up.
Yeah. Fuck 6ix9ine, dog. Word up. Nah. Yo.
No, I don't
shout
want your
out
sign
again
off. I
to-
just want to know if there's anything else you want to talk about. I still have 2 things to get to.
No, one last thing. I just want to shout out RBL again, man. Big things popping with
Mhm.
them and that collabo. Go check it out, man. Go check it out at their page, Raised by Latinos.
Yep. And
at
raisedbylatinos.com.
Latinos. Yeah. And support, man. If you Latin or if you hip hop or both, it's just a reason to go out there and support, man. And
Not only that,
support us, man.
they
so we
have
can
dope
keep this
shit.
going.
Like they literally have dope shit.
Let
on
me
that.
ask you a question, Bloodshot. If Tekashi 6ix9ine agreed to be on this show for an interview, how would you feel?
I would allow it. I would. I mean, not that it's my say, like, nah, we cannot bring him on the show, but I would like to pick his brain. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Now,
Like-
am I gonna bite my tongue or am I gonna be jockeying him? No, I'll let him know.
I wouldn't expect
Let
that.
him know
I
what's
would
up.
be disappointed if you did.
Exactly.
All right.
You know, I'd like to quiz him on his mind state on a lot of things. Why he does the things that he does.
Yeah, but did you watch?
Absolutely.
Did you? I know we're going back to this, but did you watch the sit down between him, Wack, and Academics?
No.
I know
No,
'cause
I
you.
did
I only watched like how could I put it? Like basically the highlights. You know what I'm saying? Because I fucking can't stand Academics. I want to slap that kid.
Yeah, he looks like a beaver.
He looks like fucking Jerry from Tom and Jerry.
There's some reason I don't fuck with Academic, and there's some reason I don't fuck with Whack 100 either.
Well, Whack 100 is like a senior citizen gangbanger. It's like, my nigga, you're too old to be doing what you're doing. You're supposed to be mentoring and being an OG. You out here causing beef and doing dumb shit. So I totally get that. I don't like Academics either. And, 6ix9ine is 6ix9ine. So.
Yeah, no, but there was a lot of real shit said from both parts, because all Academics was doing was basically
Moderating.
Yeah. But both Wack and 6ix9ine actually got their points off though. You know what I'm saying? Like
I can believe it. He's not Whack 100, but more so Tekashi is very media savvy, so he knows what to say and how to say it.
Yes, that's one thing that I'll give him. Yeah.
So I can't hate on that.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to know, Blood, on your thoughts.
Yeah. We got him on the show. Yeah, of course.
Two last things I want to get into.
Go ahead.
Before we get into the love song of the week. So one of them is, what order should I do this in? Let's do this in this order. So, before the love song of the week or during the love song of the week, I often shout out the ladies, all the loved ones, the moms and the kids and the wifeys.
Mm-hmm.
I also shout out the side pieces and the thotties.
Yeah.
And not to say that I'm wrong for doing so, because I happen to like thotties. But
that's an understatement, fam.
It takes one to know one, or I guess. But oftentimes I've also shouted out the teachers and the strippers. I don't know why in my brain they go hand in hand, but whatever.
That's definitely one of your fetishes.
Yes.
Nurses for sure are, or any women in scrubs.
Oh man.
Anybody looking for a weakness
French maid
in my armor, scrubs, heels, and fishnets will get you just about anything. But that's veering off subject.
This guy's so easy.
I want to shout out to all the ladies, all the boss ladies, all the boss bitches, all the mompreneurs, all the sisters out there furthering their educations, all the hardworking sisters out there, all the single moms, all the not single moms, all the wives, all the career women, all the corporate women, all the blue collar women. I just want y'all to know that y'all are not overlooked. Y'all are worthy. Y'all are competent. Y'all are loved. Y'all are loved. And even if we don't shout y'all out all the time, even if we jokingly shout out the thotties and the side pieces, y'all hit me on the DM. It's love and respect and admiration and honor, and you guys deserve to be put on a pedestal. And you should be reminded that you are, in fact, I don't want to say queens, because now that term is so overplayed, but you are very important to us men, to the children, to the future. You should be to each other. And I just want y'all to know that. So shout out to all the real ladies out there. Shout out to all the real women out there. Mm-hmm. Shout out to all the
100%.
This one's gonna sound a little petty. Shout out to all the girls with one baby dad. Take that how you want.
Yeah.
And that was it. I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to shout y'all out. So, shout out to y'all. Okay. Now, another quick story.
Oh, here we go.
I had a dream the other day. And anyone who knows me well knows that I fell in love at the age of 8 years old with a little curly-haired demon who I might still love, but she's now married. She has 2 kids. She's married to a good dude. Props to him. He treats her right. He takes care of the family. He's actually a friend of mine. So nothing negative against him, you know. But I had a dream with the young lady. I'm not gonna say
That person.
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't a wet dream. It wasn't a sex dream, but it was sensual, almost like
Intimate?
like intimate, like romantic, like souls connecting or whatever. I don't know.
Oh, chill.
And I just wanted to give her a shout out because she's still super bad, and she is the reason for my curl infatuation, and she's still the Bombay. So shout out to her.
You know what they say. I've read this and numerous I try to see what dreams mean, and they say that when somebody from your past or somebody that you might have had a love interest with or whatever, when you dream of them, that means they're thinking of you.
Mm.
Well, listen up, girl.
I'm just saying.
Yo, don't go and break up a happy home.
Nah, don't do that.
No, never that.
Nah, don't do
never
that.
My number's still the same.
Yeah, it is.
God,
DMs are open.
that goes for J-Lo too, huh?
J-Lo, my number's still the same, girl.
She's still bad as
fuck. Holla at me. Shout out to me and holla at me. With that being said, let's get into the love song of the week. I dedicate this to my curly-haired demons worldwide. This is called "The Thrill" by Miguel. Shout out to all the ladies.
I did this at the concert I went to. Shit was dope.
Shout out to all the wives, the sisters, the moms, the daughters.
Chill.
Curly hair girl.
All the girls with the curly hairs, the teachers and the strippers.
All the demons out there.
Side pieces and the thotties. All the professionals, corporate girls.
All the nurses out there.
All the nurses. Bro,
You wouldn't be able to help yourself,
That's just
man.
like lingerie to me.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to help yourself where I work.
Not all women in law enforcement.
I'll be Pajero number 1. Shout out to all the ladies that we love and that love us. That is The Thrill. That is Miguel. That is the number. Episode 93 of the Great American Hip Hop Amazing Podcast. My brothers got anything else? Sign off.
Go ahead, blood.
Shout out to us, man. Keep this shit going, kid, and it ain't gonna stop, yo. You know what I mean? Happy New Year to y'all. Let's go in 2022 with our ambitions on high, and and our attitudes, how we do what we do. And yo, mad funny that we talk about discussions. My daughter went out the other day with her hair like super curly and looking like one of I don't know. Just like her, bro. So shout out to her.
Looking like her.
Yes, looking great. I was like, yo, you look like so. And my wife was like, Like, it was the weirdest thing, yo. I was like,
We can say her name. Shout out to Ivy Reed.
It was just the craziest thing. She looked
If
just
anyone
like
knows of where she is,
she was just everybody. My daughter looked just like her the other day. It was the coolest thing.
Aaliyah
Don't be saying that too loud either. You said it 3 times already, fam.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good.
I know you told me
It's
your
all
wifey don't listen to the show because she's a hater, so you're lucky, but
It's all good. My wifey's fine with it. She knows what time it is.
Uh-huh.
My wifey was my crush too in school, so she knows what time it is. She was my high school sweetheart. So but anyway, that's just a weird coincidence. And
Well, you know, it's
and
funny because my daughter came out with my love's hair.
yeah, the same curly hair too,
Yeah,
right?
same color and everything, so it's bugged out.
That shit is bugged out, bro.
But
Oh,
it'd
my
be like
goodness.
that, man.
Word up. And no, beyond that, man, just shout out to y'all, man. Let's keep doing what we do. 2022 and beyond, my bros. You know how we do. Godcast, baby.
Absolutely. VS.
You know what it is? Just to piggyback off what Blood just said, man, it ain't gonna stop till we pop, baby. That's what we gonna do. 2022, definitely we gonna be here, man. So shout to us again. Shout to Brother F. You know what I'm saying? Straight for that little penetration. You know what I mean?
Hey, yo.
But you know how we do, baby.
Most def. I wanted to retract a statement I said on an earlier episode. Rick Ross's latest album is not that bad. It's not great, but it does have 3-4 songs that I fuck with.
Oh,
so shout
my
out to
man changed his mind. Word up. Yo, matter of fact, yo, that shit is pretty fire. Yo, I had that shit on repeat. Only 1 or 2 songs I won't fuck with, but album is pretty cracked, though.
Yeah, it's better than I thought upon first listen. So shout out to that. Shout out to all the listeners, everybody checking in on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Shout out, as always, to Straight Fuego Studios. Shout out to my co-host. Shout out to myself. I think that's it. So, chin up, chest out, carry yourself with honor, carry yourself with pride. This has been episode 93 of the Great American Hip Hop Debate Podcast. And somebody hit my music.